I have been on many expeditions, and it all started in the Lake District, where I undertook my Gold Duke of Edinburghs Award expedition with the Outward Bound Trust and had such fond memories of that time. It felt fitting that to learn more about the power of the outdoors with young people, I was visiting a group of Army Cadets also doing their Duke of Edinburghs expedition and joined by a very special guest.
I'm Sophie. Nice
Sally,
to meet you. Hi, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you, good.
Looking forward to our walk together.
Definitely.
And these are the group of cadets that will be coming with us.
Hi there. Nice to meet you all.
I'm Dr Sophie Redlin. I'm a GP and expedition doctor. And I've been lucky to travel the world on expedition from the Arctic to Antarctica. I've done a lot of trips with young people, and I'm particularly passionate about mental health, and particularly passionate about mental health in extreme environments.
Adam? Oh, you're Adam. Ah, it's good to know names.
I've really seen the positive impact of nature and the wilderness, particularly on young people, but on everybody. But I've also seen how these environments can challenge our mental health. So one of my drives is to make it safer for people in the outdoors and to get people thinking about their mental health as well as their physical health when they're outside.
So I've been open about my own struggles with mental health, and I understand that it's about 1 in 4 now that struggle with their mental health within the UK. Why do you think it's such a big problem?
Yeah, it's a huge problem, and I would think it's probably even more than 1 in 4, to be honest. I think it's a lot of reasons. I think as a country we've become very disconnected from each other, very lonely. I mean, particularly post-pandemic, I suppose. And we're seeing a lot of anxiety, particularly in younger people, relating to social interactions, that kind of thing. And as we know, and why we're out here, is that nature has so many sort of benefits. You know, it can really heal, I think, to get out into nature and to leave those toxic environments behind. But I wonder whether we're giving people enough opportunity to do that, and there's enough awareness of that.
So when we grew up, there wasn't mobile phones.
Absolutely. I don't think I got my phone until I was probably starting university. So we were very connected in other ways. I think people can become very isolated and very sort of disconnected from the environment and nature. And I think that's why trips like these are so great for bringing people back to that kind of grounding.
Despite the world being so connected, isolation and depression among young people is a serious problem. Could the outdoors offer an answer? It was time for the cadets to scale the hills.
Right, so we're on this path here. Then, after this, we're going to climb up that one there. It's quite steep, so alpine speed, yeah, zigzag if we need to. And then we should end up at that top bit there.
A gruelling vertical trek that put even experienced mountaineers out of breath.
I'm going to let some of you go in front. That's it. Yeah, then swap over, feel what it's like to help someone else. Tyler. Nearly there, guys. We made it. Woohoo!
I just want to say a quote from Wainwright. Here's a quote that he's wrote about these fells. The fleeting hour of those who love the hills is quietly spent, but the hills are eternal. Always there will be a lonely ridge, the dancing beck, the silent forest. Always there will be the exhilaration of the summits. Those for the seeking, and those who seek and will find will there is still time, will be blessed both in mind and body.
Oranges! I actually can't see.
Getting out in the outdoors has made me feel really great, but what actually does it do for my mental health?
It's a really good question, because we've all had fun, but actually what we haven't noticed is what we've done today really relates to what we need for our mental health, and actually what the NHS increasingly promotes in their guidance, which is fantastic. So we've moved away from that sort of traditional medical model to really promoting things like connections to nature. And the reasons why are that these kind of settings, expeditions, really meet what they call the 5 steps to well-being. So the first one is connecting to people. So we've seen how the kids on the mountain, we've really connected. And I think expeditions promote that, not only because you're together in groups, but because you're often transcending really difficult experiences together. And so you go through those really tough moments and then you talk about it around the fire afterwards and go, oh, we survived.
And you managed to laugh at a time when at the time you're not thinking that particularly, but yeah, you come back later and find yourself smiling and laughing and having fun memories.
Yeah, and it creates really, really strong bonds, I think. Second one, obviously, is physical exercise, which we've talked a lot about, and the benefits of that. Third one is the act of service, so doing something for someone else. And as we saw with the cadets on the mountain, simply a hand on the back, or helping someone over a difficult step, or simply just saying, you did okay, even though you didn't do what you wanted to do today. Fourth one then is mindfulness, which we've thought a lot about today as well. But being in the trees earlier, using our senses, putting our phones away has helped us really stay in the moment. And then the final one, which expeditions do so well, is learning new skills. And that really builds self-esteem, it builds confidence, and it builds self-worth.
You could see them with the navigation, the map reading.
They really wanted to show us, didn't they, their skills.
Yeah.
And I think at a time when maybe particularly young people are feeling quite bad about themselves, comparing themselves on social media, things like this where they can feel good about themselves are really important, and hopefully will build resilience going forwards as well.
I felt like I've been really taken back today to when I stepped out for the first time into the Lake District. That anxiousness, that nervousness, I wasn't very good at reading a map, but by connecting with other people and sharing their skills and the strengths and weaknesses of the team, we all came together and we did achieve our expedition and our Gold Duke of Edinburghs Award. And I still carry that pride today, and I know that these young people will have that in their hearts to be able to carry forward in the future.